Sunday, September 1st. I'm just topping out on a ridge, about 11,800 feet elevation, and came up out of the valley behind me where I camped at a mile about 265 from Denver, and camped with or close by to toucan and frogman. And it's another gorgeous day. It didn't rain on us last night, which was a real pleasure to pack up dry. So just look at this. Wide open. When I left camp this morning at about 6:30, toucan and frogman were still asleep, but they walk much faster than me, and so they'll catch up. And as I said, we seem to make about the same mileage each day. Despite that, they started on the trail earlier than me, and they're taking it the right way, I think. They're stopping where they find something interesting, and they spend for whatever time they want at that place investigating and enjoying and experiencing it. So they told me one day they got to a lake after walking just a few miles and decided to spend the day there and have a lake day. So I really admire that. There are times when I'm walking through forested trails and get glimpses of mountains like this through the trees. It makes me think of the Adirondacks. But then come to some other place and you see this. So watch 26 miles. Jimmy used to live and teach there. I'm on an exposed side slope, so watch this. Voila! And moments later, getting a little bit of greenery. There's some dandelions along here. Here's a gate. With the chain that is just barely long enough. But it doesn't really matter. So often I'm walking along wondering if this is actually the correct trail. And then shortly thereafter I'll see another sign. So once again, thank you Colorado Trail Foundation for your trail cruise. With the wind blowing up this slope, I'd just been thinking about model airplane gliders and slope soaring, and here these grasshoppers are kind of doing that. They're hanging out in one place with the wind current carrying them up. This part's kind of rutted. I better put the camera away here. I'd say this was even worse than the Holy Cross segment. It was pretty cobbled in, rough. I have a feeling they're working on a new lower gradient trail here. So thank you, Colorado Trail Foundation. Well, following the new trail route. Much nicer than that rocky, bouldery, slippery stuff. Oh, this is what it takes. Cutting logs. They've got the boulders, a lot of them set aside for maybe retaining walls or something. And then it grades smoothly off that way. And here's some of the segment that it replaces. So, sitting here eating lunch, and oh, this is really nice. Smooth trail, dappled sunlight, fragrant with pine, and the temperature and cool breeze are just right for walking. This is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look how pretty. Wow, wow, wow. Something happened in this patch of woods at some point in time. Look at all these trees. Anybody have an explanation for this? Here are the first volcanic rocks I've seen for a while. Just had a really great conversation at a water stop with Ridiculous, who has hiked the AT and the PCT and is here on the CT now. And look at this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I haven't been hiking with anybody since the very first few days. So I'm hiking with Crunchy here, and I've asked him what trails he's hiked.
PCT 2021 southbound for 1,000 miles. Appalachian Trail 2021 southbound for 1,500 miles. Pacific Crest Trail 2022, the entirety from Mexico to Canada northbound. And then Appalachian Trail southbound 2024 for 750 miles from McAfee's Knob to Springer Mountain, and then Continental Divide Trail 2024 southbound from Canada to Mexico, hopefully, but currently at mile 1963 here in southern central Colorado.
That's incredible. What an amazing place this is. And what a gift for us to be out here. It's so open, this thing. Okay, so here's a TMI warning coming up. I've developed kind of a, chronic congestion in my chest. And ever since day one, I've been having a lot of sinus stuff in the mornings. And the stuff that comes out is pretty astounding when I blow my nose and in the morning. And while I'm on it, wow, check out this talus slope. And again, thank you, trail builders. Anyways, double TMI warning coming up, so you've been warned. I've dealt with constipation for a lot of years, and it turns out you can actually eat white tortillas and ramen and sugary granola bars and all sorts of processed foods, and all you need to do is walk 15 miles a day and it gets cleared right up. I just crossed paths with a guy named Tom and his buddy. First ran into his buddy who was looking like he was struggling, and as I talked with Tom, turned out they were headed up this way and did make the decision to turn back because of his buddy's condition. So I wish I had stopped to, or thought of offering to carry that other guy's pack back down to the trailhead. Our plan is to hang out there for a bit, and if things don't improve, try and hitch a ride back down to Salida. As I was talking with Tom, admiring their decision to turn back and giving advice to take it seriously, he said, well, yeah, I'm an emergency physician, so luckily his buddy's in good hands. Hi. I'm so impressed you guys can ride stuff like this.
Well, marginally.
Yeah.
Fell once yesterday. Hopefully I didn't break anything.
Yeah, good.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You guys too. Hi. Have fun. Be safe. Yeah, thank you. You too. Just coming down from a treacherous bit of roadway where the loose sand and fine gravel on top of the hard surface was really, really slippery in places. One of the hikers outside of Twin Lakes had warned me about that sort of condition. And I also just passed a guy on the side of the trail. His trail name is Fix It. He has hiked the AT, the PCT, and the majority of the Continental Divide Trail. And so he's just back here finishing off a segment that he had missed the first time when he hiked it. And unfortunately, he's dealing with some kind of respiratory thing. So we talked about blowing our noses. And here's a TMI warning for another USB. When I was hiking with the man from Israel named Guy, his English was perfectly fluent, including a bunch of American slang, but he hadn't heard the term snot rocket before. And so in case any of you don't know what a snot rocket is, it is the forceful projection of mucus from your sinuses by exhaling rapidly and powerfully while controlling the nozzle orifice of your nostril using your fingers. There you go. Snot rocket.